Welcome to my channel, Sonia Unapologetic. My name is Sonia, and on this channel, I talk about self-love and creating the life of your dreams from a Black woman's perspective. Before we go any further, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video. So I want to do a series of 3 videos, maybe more, of how the pandemonium turned my life upside down, and I made like very big life-changing decisions. And it's kind of like my life. It's like last year I really couldn't recognize my life as normal, if that makes sense. If you're new to the channel, last year I quit my job. I moved to Mexico, and I spent most of 2022 in Mexico. So part 1, I want to talk about how during the pandemonium I went on a minimalist journey. And I say pandemonium because there's certain things that I guess we can't say on YouTube, but I went on a minimalist journey, and I kind of went overboard and like got rid of everything pretty much. And I think I went overboard because I was not thinking ahead. I was just like, okay, live now, get rid of things. You know, I want to not have all this stuff holding me down. I'm going to Mexico, and I don't want all this stuff in storage. I got rid of my lease, and now I am back in Texas. I've just moved into a new place. And I went on kind of, I guess, a haul for like kitchen items because I'm just getting all new stuff. And it's amazing when you get rid of pretty much everything, just kind of the little things too, where like, oh, I have to buy everything over. And so I'm gonna show you guys some of the things I got today. I went to TJMaxx HomeGoods and just tried to get just a bunch of things that I know I need, and still this is not even half the things that I need. But okay, so let me just kind of look through what I have here. It is crazy because of course this whole journey of getting rid of everything, it can be overwhelming buying everything again, but it kind of feels like Christmas a little bit, having to buy everything again. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I bought. So a new cookie sheet, and not just cookie sheet, just anything that I can bake on here. Let's see, little loaf pan, maybe meatloaf. A lot of times I'll do like a turkey meatloaf. And then a square pan. Okay, I'll be making some brownies in here. So, it was definitely fun buying all the stuff, new stuff that I need. But like I said, I didn't really think about like, dang, like you need everything from like measuring spoons, measuring cups, just utensils. And so, okay, another item that I just bought, a little saucepan, a skillet, so smaller skillet, non-stick skillet. Let's see, a bigger skillet. So like I said, I still want to be organized, because organization is peace. Just having too much stuff and being unorganized, it really can cause like anxiety. But I think that there were some things that I could have just kept in my storage until I knew for sure what my plans were. Because when I thought about like, oh, I have to pretty much rebuy everything, it initially felt overwhelming. Let's see, what else do I have here? Let's go with this smaller bag. And it's like I just had to kind of like get in there and just kind of throw a lot of stuff in the basket. And so I'm like still trying to remember even all the stuff that I bought. So dish towels. Let's see. oven mitts. We don't want to burn ourselves when we're taking things out of the oven. Just some type of mixing bowl. And the funniest thing is, when I figured like, okay, I was just gonna go ahead and move into the apartment and just get like furniture delivered and go and buy stuff. Instead of me buying a bunch of stuff, putting it in storage, and then having that moving day to where it's like, oh, we're moving all this stuff in. So the good thing about getting rid of everything and then moving into an apartment is that moving day is not as stressful, because pretty much I moved in and furniture delivery was coming, rather than me having friends help me move, and like us having to move everything in. Of course, there were some things that I had to move in, like your computer desk and clothes, because I didn't get rid of everything, but it was a lot easier of a move-in process. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, so I have a little ladle, get some soup or some gumbo. If you're new to the channel, my family's from Louisiana. I don't even know if I would talk about that a lot on this channel. I'm wondering, since it's the end of February right now, if there'll even be more time for like a gumbo soup day, for it to be cold enough for that. Okay, so I have like a potato masher here. Let's see what else I have. The liquid measuring cup. Something else in this bag. Okay. Okay, and these are dry measuring cups and the measuring spoons. So, another good thing about like getting things, having to rebuy things, now it's like I'm more like, specific about like, oh wow, okay, now I want to go with mint green things and accent things, and like even like the little masher. It's like now I'm just like a lot more strategic about like, oh, I want to have certain colors that are part of my decorative things, and also coming into an apartment to where you're not bringing your own stuff. It's like I'm decorating for the apartment rather than trying to make my old stuff fit into this new apartment. Yesterday was my move-in day, and I got grocery delivery, and then that's when I started to think about, okay, I bought eggs, I bought turkey bacon, whatever. It's like, okay, for turkey bacon, I'm going to bake it in the oven. I need a baking sheet. For eggs, if I'm going to crack eggs, I'm going to need some type of bowl to mix it up with. I'm going to need this, I'm going to need that. It's like, that's when you start to think about, if I buy groceries, I don't even have the things to even cook. So, let's see, have I opened? No, I haven't opened everything. Let's see, okay. Okay, here's another bag here, okay. So then, more like little spatula and another little spoon. And these are the, is one of these like the silicone ones? I know a lot of items like they have to where like they make them like out of silicone. Okay, so this was funny. Went to HomeGoods and I bought the flatware set. And so it's been a long time since I've, bought all kitchen items. I saw the flatware set, and let's see, this one was $19.99, but the first one I saw was $29.99, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm not spending $30 for a flatware set, so I'm like, let me look at another one so I can find one that's cheaper. And then I saw one for $39.99. I'm like, well, damn, that's $40 for a flatware set. And then I looked around, like, let me find the cheaper ones. And then I saw one for $49.99. So I'm just like, damn, $50 for a flatware set. So like when you hadn't been in the market for a flatware set for like 20 years or something, when you get back out there, you're like, what the hell? Like $50? And I know that that's probably because y'all went to HomeGoods. Those are not the regular prices. That's supposed to be the stuff that's, on discount. So I'm sure people are paying like probably $100 for a flatware set. So I have some knives as well. Let's see, what else do I have? Is this the last item? And then some steak knives. Yeah, so I think that's all the stuff that I bought at HomeGoods today. I also, a couple of weeks ago, I went to Nebraska Furniture Mart and bought my bedroom set. So when I go back to Nebraska Furniture Mart, I'll probably have to bring the camera with me and just kind of walk around. For you guys who, I think Nebraska Furniture Mart only has like a few locations in the US, but they have a location here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And I feel like it's like an amusement park for furniture, because like even that whole area around Nebraska Furniture Mart is like, there's a Ferris wheel out there, and there's like all these restaurants. It will really suck you in, because you'll go and get some furniture, and then it's like, oh, let me go get something to eat. Okay, now let me go and get on the Ferris wheel, let me do this. So it's like a whole to-do. But again, I talked about how the pandemonium, you guys know what I'm talking about, turned my life upside down into where it's like I was just like ready to make decisions and just go for it. And there's certain things that I feel like I went overboard with. And then now it's like, okay, I'm back to normal life and back to this feeling settled. So you guys like this video, get down in the comments. Let me know if you want to hear about like my experience when I did a sabbatical in Mexico, and how I feel like I kind of overstayed my sabbatical. Like I really didn't, think about the future. I was just kind of like, you only live once. Do it right now, but I didn't really like think ahead. And I guess I'm gonna talk about that more in part 2 and part 3. So you guys, again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, get down the comments, and really engage to let me know if you guys want to hear about how I feel about me, I guess, participating in the Great Resignation, and how I feel like I overstayed, being, out of, the job market. And then also a sabbatical that I was supposed to take a sabbatical, and then I feel like the sabbatical was turning into forever, and I overstayed my sabbatical. So you guys, again, really engage and show me that you want to hear about those other videos, part 2, part 3, and then, maybe just kind of some other things that I can talk about how the pandemonium, turned my life upside down, but the pandemonium made a lot of people, there were a lot of movements, and a lot of people were making extreme life-changing decisions, and we're just kind of like jumping off a cliff and like not looking back, kind of. So I am tired from just trying to get everything set up, and then going today to do the HomeGoods haul. But also there are still some boxes that I do have in my storage, but pretty much the stuff in my storage is kind of like, clothes and just kind of things that, it's still some things that I need, but it was things that if I took all my boxes from storage and, would have moved them in yesterday, it still wouldn't have been the things that I need to have made this a livable apartment. But again, I do feel like I went overboard with get rid of this, get rid of that. If I was 100% certain that I wasn't coming back to the US and that I was going to be traveling for years and years and years and just coming back to US to visit, then that would have made sense. But the fact that there was still a lot of doubt and I didn't know what my future plans were, there was a lot of extra stuff that I should have kept in that storage, especially since I was paying for the storage. So why get rid of so much and feel like I had to rush to make the decision of getting rid of things. So Hopefully that helps someone who is maybe on a minimalist journey. Maybe you're moving from a different state to a new state. Maybe you're looking to spend time outside the country and you're wondering like, okay, what should I get rid of? So that's it. I know I've been running my mouth. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.